Fox is in here. Hi, Ginger. See, you've been waiting. Thank you for joining us. Wait for a couple of people to get in here, and then we can explain why I can't read. Heather, can I see what you are working on this evening? Beautiful.
Summer
Beautiful.
ween.
I like it. Now, have you worked on it any since our last time? Okay, good.
Uh, Chatty Nanny?
Hi.
Nanny.
Thank you for coming. I am, Heather is going to be working on her summer ween blanket. She'll practically have it done by the time we finish. And
Maybe.
I am going to pretend to work on this. Hello, Michael. I
I
can
am
see.
you.
Okay, so since we got a couple of people in here, I'll tell y'all what happened. Heather's going to be doing most of the reading because I got a poison plant in my eye. It's called pokeweed, and I got some of it in my eye, and I have drops and stuff, and my eye's still kind of blurry and very light sensitive. So, like the gray writing, I can read first names, but then I can't read anything else. The white writing is like too bright for my eyes right now. That's how it's coming through on my side. Heather, you have reading to do.
I was trying to figure out what color was next because you know I'm not good at that. Hi, Joanne. She said, hi, beautiful ladies. Ginger Fox, no worries, Heather. If all else fails, there's a turn it off, then turn it back on approach. Chatty Nanny, I'm listening to you as I drive home.
Awesome. Drive safe.
Hopefully not either. Brenda Smith, hi, y'all. Hi, Brenda. And Ginger, my eyes ache on your behalf.
Yeah, they hurt. Just the one though. I only got the one side. I'm pretty stupid. I literally picked off part of the plant that was I know the plant is toxic, okay? But it like is supposed to be here and it feeds like wildlife. So they can have it. We just aren't supposed to, touch it. Well, I guess some people do. There's a certain way you can cook it. But anyway, the whole thing's toxic. And I picked off a piece that was broken and threw it in my flower bed because I want more to grow. And then a bug flew in my eye like a little gnat, like one of those type things, no seams, And I just went right into my eye, not even thinking that I had just been handling that plant and broke a piece. So there was like the toxic oil stuff on it. Yeah. And I immediately ran in. I was like, oh no. And I washed my hands and I rinsed my eye out. But the next day I woke up and my eye was not okay. And then I went to the doctor. So yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you did
trying.
go to the.
I'm really good at hurting myself, y'all. Only this time, like, wrong move because I can't crochet. I cannot do anything on the computer. I can't even look at it. Like the sunlight this morning was killing me. And it
Oh,
wasn't like full bright. It was just the rising sun, the light coming through the trees, the thing I look at every morning. Yeah, I was like, oh, it hurt down into my tooth, y'all. I was like, oh,
you should get you an iPad.
I thought about that and I'm like, I could decorate it real quick. And I was like, oh, I could crochet one. But then I was like, they'll think this is a publicity stunt. And it's not. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I was able to read just a little bit of it. I think you said you could do the same thing.
You did.
Getting pretty good at like getting the gist of something like when it's written. That's why I love the voice messages earlier when we were talking back and forth. That's perfect. I can just listen.
Yeah, and here I was thinking it might be getting annoying. It was ended up
Oh
being a
no,
good
no,
thing.
it was perfect. It was perfect. I've listened to videos all day. I can't watch them. I'm not even trying. I am trying to be good, and I'm trying to rest the eye. But yeah, it's hard because you want to like. There's a lot of things on TV that I can't. I need to have the subtitles because of the way that they talk. You know, like Outlander or one of those type of shows. I need some translation. So I can't watch anything like that. And then I was torturing myself because I got on to different like yarn videos. Well, I can't be looking. So I just found like people are just talking about things like in the moment and stuff. I don't know if any of y'all watch her, but she does like breakdown of different events or drama that's happened. And she's very educational. So I really recommend you check her out if you're interested in that kind of thing. But yeah, I did stuff like that to kind of like calm myself down, not be so bored because I can't do anything.
Courtney is experiencing a visit to the optometrist, but with more anguish and none of the benefits.
Right?
The way you crochet is awesome. I'm amazed. Oh, I think that was towards me. Thank you. I mean, it could be towards you. From
No, I'm not
every.
doing anything. I'm sitting here. So the usual. I'll move my hands so y'all think I'm working. Look at me go, y'all.
Put a previous
Y'all put a
project.
crochet
Look at everything I got done. Look.
in that. Well, pull this up at the end. I was like, look, I beat her. I made a whole thing almost.
I think
Oh,
after I
okay.
finish this, I'm gonna try to do something knitting, just because we were talking about how do I knit, so I can try to refresh myself on how. Oh yeah, how do I hold it?
Uh, yeah, you need to. I want to see some videos, some knitting videos from you. Like you can sit there and knit and talk to it. We got to, it's
Yeah,
probably
that'll
like
be
this.
really it. I'll be like,
I do that too. Really get into it and you don't realize there's your tongue hanging out.
Drusilla, hello.
Hello. This would be you knitting. It'll be like with one hand. And probably a finger move and throwing yarn or something. Is that how you do it? All one
I don't
handed, right?
know, honestly. Like, I want to say yeah, because I feel like I hold my yarn over here still, but then I'll probably get into it and be like, totally opposite. You guys would be like, I thought you said, well, I guess not. My bad.
Right? I don't know how you do it. I do not know how you do it. How it's all in one hand and you're doing all of that.
It's like all my tension's right there too.
Oh man, I don't know if I could do that with my thumb or my pinky. It's all bent up, like holding the yarn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't do that. That hurts my joint already. Girl, you're like, let me see. Hold on. How are you doing this? We're all mocking. Oh yeah, read.
Uh, Red Heart has Super Saver. They made a reflective yarn for a hot minute too, I think. Courtney is showcasing the next level transparent yarn.
Yes, yes. Look at this. Look at this. And my speed is unmatched.
I think somewhere I still have like one skein of the orange reflective yarn because I made my best friend Brian, I made him a hunting hat from that. I think I have another.
That's a good project for that, for sure. Here, I'm gonna pretend a little bit better. I'm gonna move this down. Look at me go. Ooh, I'm hooking myself. Look at me go, y'all.
With sound effects too.
Oh yeah, we get it, all of it in there. Okay, let me restart. Got to restart my row.
I guess I have sound effects if I get close enough to the mic because my ring's
You
Do
do.
it.
It was like, da, 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 da. Oh, has anybody seen is the lace work that they do with these little, like they almost look like little spools or something, like a little wooden clothespin, but without the clothespin part, it's like a little stick. And I guess it's got thread around it, and there's a lot of little needles involved that they pin in onto like a mat looking thing. And they're making lace, but they'll have like 50 of these little wooden dowels that have like a little cute end on it with, seriously, it looks like sewing thread, like on this. And that's what's holding basically their different pieces. And they'll have like 50 of them, and they just go, and it makes all this cool noise. But they're literally like making lace, and I have no idea what's going on. It's like they're rolling these things back and forth, but it's turning into something beautiful. There's obviously like precision and there's technique, and it must be a repeat that they're doing and stuff, but it just really looks like they're moving so fast. It looks like they're just rolling these things around and creating like this beautiful lace work. I don't
I'm
know what it's
heard of
called. Excuse me, y'all. I've seen it on TikTok is where I keep seeing it. I have no idea what it is. They never talk in the videos and explain anything, any of the ones I've seen. They don't tag what it is. Either they'll say like a country that they're in that I don't recognize. I don't know what it is. Yes, like how do they move so fast? I can see she's has seen them. And you have an infinite respect for that level of skill. I agree. It's amazing looking. I want to learn it, but like more for just the like how cool it looks. Like rolling them back and forth and all the noise it makes.
So it's like crochet lace, or is it like on a knitting machine type of deal?
It's a person with pins and a mat and a pattern, I guess, and they are creating like they're not crocheting it. It's like they're taking the strands and twisting them or moving them together in a way to make the lace pattern. So it kind of looks like they're twisting them, and then they have some of it pinned out to like keep the shape, I guess.
So like kind of like loom knitting. I'm just trying to like
Maybe
pin it to something.
no machine involved, just like string pins, like a little board, like laying on the table that you're pinning to, and string, and I guess a pattern somewhere. Like sometimes it looks like they have a paper behind it, and like they add the pins as they go and they grow it out. But I don't
Hmm.
really know how they're putting it together where it doesn't just fall apart. So the different dowels must work together in different ways. Like they must be like braiding it or whatever it is. It's so cool looking,
Huh.
but I don't know what it's called. Like to look it up because they never tag it in the bottom. On TikTok, it'll have like all these other hashtags and things. And if I try to get like some of them are obviously I recognize, but other ones I don't. And so I will try to look them up and it'll just send me off to like other stuff, nothing to do with what I was looking for. So I have no
I wonder.
idea.
I wonder if you Google or something like, I don't know, like you know how you can get sent down like a rabbit hole if you started with something like string art lace or something, if it would send you down some rabbit hole clicking.
Maybe because my natural go to on that would have been like wooden dowly thingies rolling on the table.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously you've
So
seen it, and
tell
I
me
haven't. I mean, yeah, add more elements to it than that, but like yeah, like and start clicking and maybe like add something else to it, or you know what I mean?
what. I'll try it.
Well,
I'll try it. I was looking on there. I was thinking somebody'd have like a tutorial or something, but I haven't come across any of those. And a lot of times it will be in other languages. So even if they're like live showing something, I have no idea.
Ginger Fox said it doesn't sound like the craft of tatting, but maybe it's in the same ballpark.
Maybe. Maybe. That's possible.
I
That's,
wanted to try that for so long, and then like I got some stuff for it, and then I didn't want to try.
well, that worked out so great. I did that kind of with knitting needles. I had knitting needles. Like I bought some and then
Uh-huh.
like I tried very, very little, did absolutely terrible at it, and then set them down and never touched it again. I was like, what am I thinking? And then like
Uh-huh.
3 years go by and then I finally picked my I was like, I've got to learn because I keep watching like anything knitting that pops up. I'm like, ooh, let me see. And I love all that stuff and knitting podcasts and all that. And I'm like, I gotta be able to do this. I got to. So I picked it back up. I'm doing okay. I haven't
You
fixed my
are.
mistake from last time though. It's I haven't had the brain power to go back to it, figure out what I did. Yeah, you're zooming away, Heather. Let me pretend some.
I was like, you got a whole thing made already. What the heck are you talking about? Plus, like, how hard's a granny square? And just
I'm gonna do like this. People coming in right now don't even know. Anybody else? I mean, other people they're not fooled because they've been here. But anybody coming in now, look at
yeah,
me
they're
go,
like,
y'all.
look, Courtney's got that big old thing. Heather's got this.
Right. Unlike all the other times before. Maybe if I do this. No, that's worse.
Because you haven't been wearing an eye patch all day. If you hadn't been, you'd be used to it right now.
Right. That's true. That's true. I mean, they didn't say I had to have one. I mean, it was an option just to keep my eye closed. Okay, I
The
think
eye
you have
patch.
some reading to do.
Okay. My state has an incredible craft fair each year. They showcase high-end expert craftsmen. They had a lady with a booth tatting last year. My brain exploded a bit. It was cool.
It is. It is. It really is. I mean, I've kind of honed in like knitting, obviously crochet. That's my first love, and knitting. And I don't really know if I'm going to expand any further. Like things look cool, but I'm like, how much can I really like pack into this tiny, tiny house? I don't want to be packed in.
Like I've done um a little tiny bit of like counted cross stitch, um enough to do like some Halloween pumpkins, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like I said, I got the stuff for tatting, and then all of a sudden I was like, maybe not. But it does look really cool. I respect it a lot. Like I think it looks
Right.
really. But yeah,
Now,
I mean, I don't even have a
still have
tiny
that
house.
stuff?
What's that?
You still have that stuff? The tatting stuff, the supplies?
I don't think so. I think it went into a yard sale one year.
I got you.
Yeah. So I think it's gone.
What is Brenda saying?
Brenda said, I found a video from Viral Hog, intricate lace work.
Okay, so just viral hog and then look for the intricate lacework video. That might be what I don't need to get into it, but I'm gonna go look. As
And
soon as my
then
eye's feeling better, I might like I got some thread. I can get some sticks from the yard.
Ginger said, I monocraft due to limited square footage. Let's be real.
Right.
Yeah,
Uh,
good with sticking to yarn because I do a little bit of knitting here and there, but knitting and crocheting is, yeah, that's where it's staying probably.
right. I mean, now somebody brought up about the us trying spinning because we were talking about that in the previous, and your mother-in-law's offered you a wheel, but you're being good and not getting it. And I
Yeah.
respect I gotcha. And they brought up spindles, and I was like, okay, maybe, but then I don't know how that is on your wrist because mine
I
can't take much more. Huh?
I do have a drop spindle.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't been brave and ventured into it yet, but I have one.
Ooh. Maybe one day then. You're closer
Yeah,
than me. But I have room for a drop spindle. That is something I could get. Maybe we could get that and then do a series of us trying to learn to do that.
that would be cool. That would be cool because I would like
How
to.
much does the stuff cost that we would like the what is it called?
The,
Um
like the
the
like
bats or
the,
whatever. What the fiber. How much does the
um.
fiber cost? Does anybody know?
I mean, some of it isn't that much. I don't think. My mother-in-law had also gotten me like we went out because she used to get quite a bit of it, and like there's a place kind of nearby to me that you can get it in like little baggies. So I had like a little baggie. Like I don't know where it went. It may have also went in the yard sale at one point when I had decided at that point it wasn't for me and that I could get it later. But I mean, it wasn't like
Right.
something, crazy expensive or anything like that. Like some of it, I'm sure is, you know,
Right.
but I mean, you can get it cheaper.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that in a store down here or place or anything.
Yeah, Ginger said I think it depends on if it's a raw fiber versus hand dyed
Okay.
bat.
Okay. Well, see these poison berries that I like to rub in my eyeball. They actually make a great dye. The berry does. So,
Oh,
it, I mean, I wear gloves and everything. And honestly, if I were to ever mess with them, like to do something with them, I would absolutely be wearing gloves, a face shield, all of it, just because I wouldn't want to ever have the same experience. But I think I could get like a fuchsia and a purple color out of that stuff.
mm-hmm. Joanne said cinnamon stitches would know since she's into that right now. She's also talked about buying it, and like I know, she's talked about it also being different, like price points and stuff like that too, in some of her
I
videos.
don't recall if she said price points or not. I might have spaced out on that part, thinking about it. Oh, how
I
fun.
don't, I don't think she said before like, like oh this is 25 or this is 100 or anything like that necessarily, but she's talked about like, um, oh this is affordable, that kind of thing, or like, you know,
Right,
I would only get a little of this because it's kind of pricey, that kind of thing. So I
right,
think they vary quite a bit depending, like Ginger said, depending on if they're, this or that.
right. 'Cause that'd be fun, I think, to dye it like myself with berries and things from around here and
Uh
then
huh.
make yarn from it. Like, that would be cool. There's all kinds of wild berries out here that you can't eat. There's some that you can, but there's a bunch of poisonous stuff that I could use to make dye. I'll get a hazmat suit though.
You're all about the berries, and I'm over here like I'll die with Kool-Aid.
That's the only real homesteady thing about me is I do try to make a lot of stuff like myself rather than like going and buying stuff. Like if it can be done like not too terribly hard, then I want to do it myself. That's the only thing homesteady about me though.
Hey, I'm doing it myself if I do it with Kool-Aid. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true. But I mean like I don't have to go to the store. What I can't read. I am gonna have to go to the store though for all my gear that I'm gonna need to not like splatter poison berry in my eye again.
Yeah.
And then I have this other type that it'll come as berries in October, like in the fall, and it's not poisonous. It's called beauty berry, and that's another one. I think I could get a lighter pink out of that, out of the berries. Like I think I can make a dye out of those berries too. Yeah, she's admired my ambition. You said,
Yeah, your ambition, but she's Team Kool-Aid.
yeah, Yours will definitely smell better. For sure. Lord only knows mine's probably gonna smell terrible. Or I'll burn it and make it like brown. I know that if you burn any of these berry mixtures, it turns out brown, which that's could be very nice brown. It
I
could
was
be great,
pretty.
right? But when you're going for fuchsia and you get brown,
I call
disappointment,
that accident.
right? Hold on. Okay. I was hearing a noise.
Well, if you hear it, no, you didn't.
Uh, right? No, but this really sounded like a bug or something, like tap, tap, tapping, like I'm coming to get you going egg. I saw a big old beetle like looking thing up here. It wasn't a cicada. And those things are, I don't want one of those to come along. One will at some point because they do every night and they bounce around underneath here like they're lost and it's their first day on the job and they don't have any idea how to fly or how to get out from here. And they just like ping pong ball around all over the place and it's terrifying because that's how I keep getting hit by them because they're doing that, freaking out. Yeah. This sounded like something else, like tapping, like, I don't know. Blech. Moment a bug comes along, gets on me, this is all over with because y'all gonna go flying off in them woods. I'm gonna kick all this.
Oh, Ginger, here's the crickets.
Okay, because Heather can't. I'm like, you can't hear it so loud. It's so loud. It's so loud. And she's like, no, I don't hear anything. When I
That's
get out
better.
there, I tend to yell because it is very loud out here to me. So I like think I need to talk louder so that y'all can hear me. I'm like over talking the nature. I tried to send this to you, Heather, before we got on here, but then I couldn't see what I was doing, so I have no idea where it went. But there's a video that popped up. Charlie found and showed me of these people are in a John boat and they're in a swamp in Georgia.
Uh huh.
There's only one. It's here. There's literally alligators everywhere in the water. And I hear frogs, but am I hearing frogs? Or are there like, because that's the one thing I am scared of. Like, I'll take a snake, not that I want them around, but I am terrified about gators, y'all. I don't do water. I don't like nobody going near the water because of them. And I'm like, is that frogs out there? Or is that like he showed me the like right before like 9:15 or something, right as I was trying to get ready to come out here. And I'm like, there's not water right here. Like there's not like I can't fall into the water or anything. But it's not that far. And so it's like,
Heather needs to turn up the thunderstorm ambient noise. That would be a nice summer vibe.
yeah, there you go.
I am always listening to
An
it.
alligator. Why does it do that right all of a sudden?
What's that?
Train. I said, why does it do that? Like I'll see, is it just me? Or does it suddenly get bright? Do I look like a light gets shined on me all of a sudden? Or is that just my eyes messing up? Because I
Oh,
swear you don't change, but it looks like I do sometimes. Like you haven't seen it?
maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
It's probably my eyes then, because it looks so noticeable to me. Like
Eh.
what? I look like all eyebrows. Look, y'all. I'm like all eyebrows. That's not a cute look. See, see, it's doing it right now. Is it my massive forehead bouncing off light? Is that what's going on? Now it won't do it. Now I just look dumb. Oh goodness. Yeah, we do need some thunderstorms. I'm gonna pretend to crochet again.
You're going crazy over there with that.
Uh-huh, look at me, I'm almost done. Started this tonight when we got on live. That's when I started it. How big are you going with that? Just until you run out of yarn?
Yeah.
So I think, how big do you think that's going to end up being, or you have no idea?
I have no idea. I can't estimate yarn for anything. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe twice as big as it is now.
How many skeins have you gone through?
Oh, I only have the one skein of each one.
Oh, well, dang, you're doing pretty good. Going pretty good.
And they're pretty floppy now, so
Yeah, but you're going to get a nice size blanket out of that.
yeah.
I forget that you can't estimate yarn at all.
I can't. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm bad at estimating length in general. Like I can't even give directions to people in length. I got to tell them like, oh, it's like 5 minutes that way, and then you see this, and you take a right, and then it's like 8 minutes that way, or like you just go down the road till you see this, and then I can't tell them distance
You're
or
one of those people.
I can't do distance at all.
Wow. One time we were on vacation as kids. We ran into somebody like you. We were lost in the middle of Kentucky or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Poor you. Poor you.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure if my dad even understood anything that man was saying at all, because I certainly didn't. And I don't know that he did, but he was like, down yonder, and he's naming off different stuff that didn't make no sense. Like it would if you were a local and you were from there, I'm sure. But if you were a local from there, you probably wouldn't need to ask a stranger for directions, by a cow field.
Like I try my best to be helpful with people that stop me like out on the street or something, and I'll try to at least give like street names or like how many street lights, or something. Like if they're like, how do you get to like I don't know Walmart? I'll be like, well, there's like 2 street lights this way, and then you take a right, and after you go to the 3rd street light, there's gonna be a left, and Walmart will be on your right or whatever, whatever. But like otherwise, you're like go that way until you see an old army tank, and when you see the old army tank, you take a left. When you hit that pond past the old army tank, go around the pond. And, that's me otherwise.
And I'd be like, what, RJ, huh? I'd be like,
just
you're not come with me.
Winding country roads, distance is measured in minutes, never miles. Exactly. Michigan's like that too.
Yeah. 5 minutes up the road and all that. I know what you're saying, but yeah, no, that don't work for me. I need an exact. But I don't like using the MapQuest or MapQuest. I'm going back to 1999. Google Maps. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Is MapQuest still a thing, do you think?
It was at one point not that long ago because I typed it in, to see if it was. But I do think it's been defunct now. Probably definitely not updated. Do you remember having to print out the maps?
Or worse yet, I didn't have a printer when it was out, so I had to take my little handy notebook and write down all the steps.
Yeah, that's another way. Kids these days, they'll never know the struggle. Like one time, when we felt that we were too big for our britches, we didn't know we were too big for our britches, but we thought we were grown enough, me and my friends, to get on the city bus and go down to an area that is not exactly the greatest area, but it was a popular hangout spot. A lot of shops and vintage stuff and all that. So we get on a bus and go by bus down to this place called Five Points in Jacksonville. And it's like well known, little shopping district. And we went down there, but our experience on the bus and all of the whole, just everything made us so not feeling very brave anymore. And like we wanted to like get our own transportation. So we ended up watching the bus drive on by when we should have been getting on it. And then we called my mom and said, "Oh, we missed the bus. We didn't even attempt to get on."
Ginger said she was the appointed navigator in her family map quest in hand.
Right? Everybody gets assigned a certain role.
For some reason, I always trusted my sister doing that, and that was always the wrong move
Why?
because it was she had the map quest, we're driving, and then she would complain to me that I just missed the exit, but she never told me the exit was coming up.
Right?
Like, what? Where was the warning on this?
Right?
You're the navigator.
She was reading it, and you were supposed to be gaining the knowledge to telepathically.
Right, right. Thank
Uh,
God. Now.
yeah, it's a good thing we can have something that tells us what to do and where to go. That
Right.
is a good, because it wasn't smart like having people write down directions or read printed out directions. That was, I mean, I didn't do it while I was driving. Like I would memorize as much as I could,
Mhm.
and then from there, it was like I think I remember, and I would go, and it always made me so nervous. I hated going across town. I hated it. Having to pull over in a parking lot to read the directions if you got lost. Yeah, wasn't no fun. No fun at all. Well, are you working on anything? Anybody out there? Is anybody working on anything while they're watching? I like to hear about projects. Oh, and I do have a question. Prior to my eye injury, I had made a trip to Michael's, and I went with my husband, and I want to know what y'all's opinion is if I'm wrong. So we went in there, and then I wanted him to use a coupon, and I was using a coupon. He was to check out separate from me, and he did not want to do it because he said that wasn't right. But I'm like, we're different customers, and he said that doesn't count. And so he said that it was wrong to do that, and that he's never been my accomplice in that. Wrong then, and that's like to him, it's like stealing because you're going in and you're using a coupon, but you're together. So if two people go in together and use a coupon, is that stealing? If you are each checking out separately? Because I never thought about it like that until he said that, and I was like, "What? Oh." I'm like, "It's not wrong. We're two customers." He's like, "Courtney, I wouldn't be in here to get anything if it weren't for you bringing me in here to do this and making me use a coupon." So is that wrong? Anybody want to weigh in? And I know in the replay, people will weigh in as well because I like really, I never thought of it that way. I can't tell if we have chat.
Hi, Fortunmo. I hope I'm not butchering her name. Fortunmo. Hi.
Hello.
Um,
Welcome in.
while you're asking that question, Courtney, tell them how he turned my Robin Hood point. That was bogus.
Okay. So I asked Heather, obviously, what her opinion was when he said this to me. And he said, she said that no, it's not wrong. That you're basically Robin Hood, and it's a big company, so it's fine. Well, then I tell him that I'm like, ha ha ha, you know. Heather says it's fine. She says I'm like Robin Hood, and he said, "Well, what did Robin Hood do, Courtney?" And I was like, his whole point is that stealing, and I'm like, and he's like, so Heather agrees with me.
Well, twisting my words is not right.
We got some reading, Heather. Help me.
Okay, so Brenda says I'm working on Maleficent type horns for my granddaughter, whom loves to dress up as a dragon. That's cool, by the way.
Yes, that's
Melissa's
super cool.
not wrong. It's two different transactions. I agree. And Fartuno said that is right, but I didn't mess up her name, I believe.
Thank you. Because I really did make my kids do that. I would line them up with their own coupons, their own payment methods. They were
Yeah.
minor, so it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, because
And
also
we
if
don't
it's
go through.
one-time use, they would disappear.
Right. True. True. I would make them pull it up on their phone. And like, I checked that too. I'm like, is it different coupon codes or is it just the one? And it really was, no matter what phone I pulled it up or device, it was just this one coupon code on their app. So I was like, or the website, you didn't even have to have the app. So it wasn't like I
Well,
had to do anything crazy. I was just like, open up your phone and look at the coupons and I'll do it on mine.
now that you
But
mention it, my Michaels has even let me like use my coupon, and then like David will be behind me buying something or whatever, and I'll even be like, "So can I use this for him too?" And they're like, "Yeah," and they just knowing that it's my phone, my coupon, they scan it for him.
okay, see, yeah, okay. So I
So
always
there,
had fucking covert operation. I'm like, y'all just stand in line and act cool.
Melissa did say her husband has his own app just for this occasion, but which good
So,
point. But yeah, though I'm sure they'll just let you use the same one. Also, I mean, maybe somewhere some cashier is like, no, but like in
right.
general, they probably most of them probably will let you use the same one.
Like, and I checked what the restrictions were, and nowhere in it did it say you cannot bring your husband or children in here and make them use this coupon with a different payment. It doesn't say that. That's not one of the restrictions. That's a good idea. And I'm hearing that I need to have him get his own app. What I'm hearing is he's not being a supportive husband.
I love that.
That'll totally get my way, right? I mean, chances of him even going to a craft store again with me are very slim, but it was just one of those things. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong until you said that. But I'm going to let him know that all y'all agree with me. So I'm absolved. And he just didn't want to do it, is all it is. He doesn't want to stand in line, is what it is. That's what it
That sounds like a husbandy thing.
is, right? Oh, next time I will be better, I hope. I should be better by Sunday if we get to do again on Sunday. Hopefully, I
That's
will be
my
better and be able to crochet some. So I
Melissa
don't have,
said she's back to the car and gone back in too.
I love you. You're my best friend.
Hey.
I have done that too. I wanted to get some progress in on my project while we're here. Everybody's gonna be like, "What is that girl on?" She said her eye was hurt. I didn't know what they gave her. It's not anything. I'm just being goofy. It's been a long, boring day of not being able to do anything that I wanted to do. So very lonely, sitting at home, not even able to entertain myself.
Aw.
So I enjoy. If I do it right, I really feel like I could, but I don't want anybody to think I can actually crochet this fast. They'll be like, Courtney, why don't you get more stuff done? All right, I'm gonna stop. It's my forehead. It's catching light and reflecting it back. That's what it is. I'm sorry, my 5 head. That's what it is. I just saw it do it again. I look down. The forehead acts as like a sun, like beam or mirror or something. I don't know, and it just reflects the light back. I could help in a photo shoot. I guess I could just stand and direct the light at
Oh my gosh.
people pay for those umbrella things to do that. I could just do that. I can be the sun reflector. Are you on another one now?
Yeah, started purple.
Did
I
you already
think that's.
connect the other one?
Uh-huh.
I didn't see none of that happen. And you're going this way
Yeah.
to the right on screen for me. Yeah. Okay. It's looking good.
Thank you.
I like it. Guess we should probably wrap it on up.
Yeah. Your eye bothering you?
Yeah, it is. I'm probably like laughing too much, making it feel like I need to push it back in my head.
Oh.
It has been fun. It has been fun. I got to do more of my drops. It's time for them. And I'll be all good in no time flat.
Well, thank you guys all for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. Sorry we had to cut it short. Hopefully
It's Courtney.
Sunday. Hopefully Sunday, though. We'll see y'all again over on Heather's channel. I think we're going to do a little bit more of a theme on Sunday, right? Aren't we going to try to do like the Appalachian
Oh, I
Mountain?
hope so. Right? Is there Appalachian?
That's
Appalachian.
one way to say it. Appalachia and Appalachian. Those are the
Okay.
2 ways that like people say it.
Okay. I think see, I've said it so many different ways now, I don't remember the right, like the way that I always used to say it. Now it's a blur in my head. But I think I used to say it Appalachian.
Okay.
I'm going to try to stick with that.
Enough. And I'll be like, Appalachian.
And then I'm going to go back to that. Okay, anyway.
All right. Well, thank you all. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Figure out how to end. Start here. Remove the guest. Goodbye. Maybe in a second. I can't see right now. It's really hard.
Oh.
Okay, I think, yeah. Ta-da. Now it's just down to me. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.